We're in Riverside County this morning at a high school because we really want to encourage young people, beginning at the age of 16, to really think about voting. California law allows us to register students as early as 16 to pre-register them for voting, and we want to make sure that they put it on their radar, that this is important, it's something that they're planning to do and they're working to do. We also allow those at 16 years old to basically work in the polls, and so we want to encourage their engagement at every level. We are helping young people to understand that voting is power, that it is an equalizing power, and that everybody gets one vote. And so they should understand that this is something very, very important, that oftentimes they shuffle off and figure it's not that significant. But every voter gets one vote. Even as Secretary of State, I get one vote. I may be responsible for 22 million voters, but I get one vote. So does the governor. And so I tell the students oftentimes, do not give away your power, because you're probably giving it to someone who doesn't even like you. And that kind of resonates with them, that these are the issues that are important to them, and you're going to give up your power to somebody else? Don't do it. Use your power to your best interest. We've been doing outreach throughout the state, and obviously we're focused on November 8th, which is the election. So we want to make sure that we not only pre-register students before that, but that we also encourage them when they turn 18, their families and the others, to basically do that as well. We also go to universities. We're dealing with a lot of our universities. We were at Dodger Stadium on Monday night because it was registration day, National Voter Registration Day, and we were there encouraging people to register to vote, and we registered a lot of people who hadn't even thought about voting, that they knew they had to register, but they hadn't put it on their agenda, so we got a chance to do that as well. So we've got a major effort going out to try to increase the number of voters in California. We currently have about 82% of all eligible persons registered to vote. So we know that last 18% is hard, because we've done our thing, and so we're really trying to get into every neighborhood, every community, and try to reach those that are hard to reach, to make sure that they know what the responsibilities are and the opportunities are for them to be able to vote. The interesting thing with California is that we have expanded the franchise of voting so broadly that there'll be a date, and I can't remember the exact date, when you can actually say it's our deadline for registration. However, in California, you can register on the day of the election. You can actually go to the polls, register on the day of the election, and what will happen is that we will hold your ballot as a provisional ballot until we finish with the election, and then we'll verify that you can vote, and we'll count your ballot. So California allows you to vote right up to the day of the election. You can always go to the sos.ca.gov website. There's also registered to vote at sos.ca.gov website. So we have lots of places in which you can do that, and you can register online. Well, I always ask the young people, do you know what the Secretary of State does? And they don't. I don't know if they think I take minutes or what, but I don't take minutes. The Secretary of State is the third constitutional officer in the state, behind the governor, the lieutenant governor, and then Secretary of State. And my job is, I'm the official election officer of the state of California. But in addition to that, I also have one of the largest sections of the Secretary of State, which has to do with business filings, nonprofits. We're in charge of all of the campaign filing issues. We're also in charge of our archives. So all of California's history is in my office. There are approximately 600 employees in the Secretary of State, and I'm responsible for those individuals.